everyone, welcome back to Pearls of Wisdom. Sorry I didn't jump on yesterday, but we had a snowstorm and sheepers, we were only supposed to get less than an inch, maybe up to 2, and I think I had like 4 or better inches on the back steps, and then it rained and now it's pretty much gone. So happy about that. I don't have to shovel. So anyway, I just have been thinking for the last several months is just kind of looking back in retrospect and wondering, is it too late? Is it too late to do something or to make changes or, to shift into, something different or be somebody that, do the things that I wanted to do type of thing. And I started thinking back and it's just like, when you're a kid, like a little kid, you want to be a grown up. And that's just, everything's based around play, but you want to be that grown up so that you don't have to go to bed or you can eat the foods that you want to eat type of thing. And then you move into your teens where, you think you're a grown up and that your parents are stupid and don't know anything and probably never will. And then you enter your 20s, where then you become the adult and adulting becomes harder, but that's still your period of where life is fun and that you're out there exploring and looking for the adventures, and but yet for some reason you have this mentality that you think that the world owes you, like it's going to be easy, like high school type of thing, but it's just like all about the, partying and whatever, just to discover who you are. And then in your 30s, it seems that you start to settle in a little bit more and start making more life decisions on family and maybe, focusing in on your job or maybe getting a house, something like that. And then you kind of move into your 40s and think, oh man, now I'm really old. You thought you were kind of getting old there in 30s, but then 40s is like, oh man, it just seems like something hits, like, man, I'm getting old. But you're kind of settled into you look at it as a daily grind, or that you're really focusing in on the family and doing what you have to do. But you start to question, like, man, I never did this because I had a family type of thing. And so that becomes the period of change, I think. A lot of things happen in your 40s where like your kids grow up and you become more of a, start getting into the empty nester, part of your life, or maybe a divorce, or you have your midlife crisis, wondering what it's all about and thinking back of what you missed type of thing. And then when you hit your 50s, you really start to ask, like, what is my purpose here? Why am I even here? Type of thing. And you try to figure out, where you fit in to this world. And it becomes more like your final change. Like, okay, I don't have that many years left until retirement. So if I'm going to make a change, it has to be now. And then you hit your 60s and you're looking forward to retirement and you're just trying to hang on, in those first few years so that you can reach retirement and then be able to do all these things that you've wanted to do for your entire life, but didn't, always do them because you were busy working towards the end goal. And, you just kind of waited to get there. But, when you hit your 60s, it doesn't always mean that that's going to happen, because then, that's a life altering stage as well. Is then you are without a job and, in your retirement and trying to figure out what to do, or some people after they retire, they die and don't get to do anything. That's sad. Or, you become so bored that you need to go find something to do with yourself. So you go back into the workforce. And, nowadays, unfortunately, people have lost their investments and need to return back to work, in their later years, in their 60s and 70s. So, I think when you get into your 70s and 80s, you just figure out it is what it is, and you're just happy to be here, and you just take life as it comes, and you're not, as bombarded by the outside world. You just kind of live your own little life, and a lot of that stuff just doesn't matter anymore. So, you've heard about, life is a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. So sometimes it's smooth sailing, and sometimes life happens, and that just, comes with like traumatic events, life altering things, death, divorce, loss of health and finances. And, I guess grandma always taught us that, life is like a bowl of cherries. Sometimes you get the pit, but it depends, on what you do with it. And so, with her, it's like when you'd get the pit, then you would get to make a wish. So even though we nearly lost a tooth, we felt special to be able to get that pit. It's kind of ironic, but again, it's just how you look at things and what you make of them. And so I guess at this point in time in life, or at any stage, as Grandpa would say, he's like, it ain't over until the fat lady sings. So I guess it's really never too late, to be the person that you're intended to be. So go out there and go for it. At any time you can make a change. So until next time, I'll see ya. Take care.